Hey everybody, this is Tom from 2C Marketing and Design Group. Today we're going to talk about how you're losing childcare leads and how to fix it. This is the first video in a series of videos. We're going to talk about the first loss point. I should let you know too, there's a marketing checklist that goes along with these videos. Just click the link in the description. You'll get a PDF, you get a link to a PDF. You'll also be signed up to get an email to find out when the next video comes out. And I'm promising you right now, we're not going to bombard you with emails. We're not a huge company that has time to email you to death. If we do something cool, we'll let you know. And it's an email list. You can always opt out. Okay. So before we get started talking about how to fix everything, excuse me, uh, I want to talk just for a second about the childcare sales funnel. Um, because the loss points are based on this. This is the life of the lead, from the beginning to the end. So just really quick, let's start all the way to the left. You've got impressions. This is anything out there in the world that tells people that you're there, tells people what you're about. I'm actually going to do another video on impressions and how they work. There's some really common misconceptions that will really frustrate you and probably hurt you eventually. But that's, again, I'll send you an email when that comes out. Okay, so from impressions, the person becomes a lead. Basically, when they become a lead, you can call it a new lead. They like what you're saying. They're interested. They have called the center. They have filled out the form, emailed you, walked in, sent a carrier pigeon, whatever they have to do to get in touch with you. They're interested enough. They want to hear more about it. From there, they go into the sales funnel. You can call it the enrollment funnel, we call it a lot. This is face-to-face sales. This is the center director or the staff member that's assigned to the new lead, selling the center to them, trying to get them to enroll. I understand sales is a dirty word, especially in childcare. I hate to tell you, it's sales. It's a sales process, and it's good. This is how you make money. This is good. This is the tour. This is any collateral materials they don't have, anything like that. So then from sales, they become enrollments. Now, obviously, they either become enrollments or lost opportunities. We're not going to talk about lost opportunities right now. We're just going to talk about enrollments. So this is the cycle. They see you, they're interested, they come in, or they call you or whatever, they go on a tour, and then they enroll, right? So within this whole sales funnel, or this life cycle, or whatever you want to call it, there are loss points throughout here that really define your overall marketing program. And that's what this whole video series is about. And I promise, video 2, I'm not going to go through this again. It'll be much shorter. So today, we're going to talk about this loss point with impressions. So, okay, impressions. This one's pretty simple. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, and it's killing me. So this one's really simple. How do you lose people with impressions? If they don't know you're there, they're not going to call you. I really can't expand on it any more than that. It's that simple. Um, especially in the child care industry, you don't want to be the best kept secret in your town. I mean, I don't know why you would want to be. I don't know. People need to know you're there. They need to know what you're about, or they're just never going to call you. Okay. So how do we fix this? Now, I'm going to say before I even start, I know I'm not getting into the nitty gritty. Remember, this is like a 30,000 foot view of what you need to do to get out there to have people paying attention to you. This is the big stuff. Before you do anything, you need consistent branding. Now, and I know I'm making more work for myself. I'm going to do another video on branding because I've actually had clients, we get talking about branding and they say, yeah, well, we have a logo. Okay, that's good. You should. That's a good thing. A logo really reflects your brand. It's a lot more involved than that. But again, I'll get into that in a different video. The point I'm trying to make here is it needs to be consistent. Yes, your logo, your messaging, what you're saying, your website, your collateral materials, uh, any brochures, a trifold, tour sheets, an enrollment packet, any white pages you have about your enrichment programs or your curriculum, uh, it needs to look like your Facebook page, your social media presence, your corporate identity materials, your business cards, letterhead, anything like that. If you have a tour folder that you put price sheets in and white pages and all that stuff, it all needs to look the same and be saying the same thing. Now, I'm just going to take a second. I've seen a lot of people roll their eyes when I get into this. And they say, yeah, you're in marketing, you're in designing, and all this stuff. Sure, you want everything to look cool. Think about it like this. People say that it takes 3 to 5 impressions for people to even want to know what it is that you're about. Meaning you need to get in front of them 3 to 5 times before they even recognize that you're a thing at all. Other people say 5 to 7. Honestly, I'm in the 5 to 7 camp. So think about it like this. If you get in front of these people 5 times, and each of those 5 times looks completely different and is saying different stuff, you have not made use of those impressions at all. It's going to take you 10 times more impressions for them to even recognize that it's the same thing. So think about it like that. It's really important. And honestly, everything else I'm about to talk about is kind of a moot point without consistent branding. And I'll get into that as we go along. What else can we do? Ad programs. Uh, Print, digital, advertising. This encompasses a lot. Needs to be ongoing. You need to be out there. And I'm not suggesting that you spend a fortune on just a random branding campaign where you have a picture of a kid and your logo and your phone number. You have to tie these into smaller campaigns for fall enrollment, summer camp enrollment, whatever it is that you've got going on if you're running a deal. But it all serves the greater good of the ongoing brand awareness. And again, consistent branding. Uh, so ad programs, Facebook, awesome, awesome targeting in Facebook. Google AdWords, that's its own animal, but it's the same thing. You can target, get down to get your message in front of people that you want to see it. Excuse me. Most of these family magazines, Virginia Family, or there's one called NJ Family, is a New Jersey family magazine. Um, they have wised up over the years, and they don't just sell print ads. People will say print is dead. Print's not dead at all. If you're using only print ads, you're not going to see the return on investment that you really want. They understand this, so they have wised up and they offer package deals. Most of these magazines are tied in with websites. They have directories and features and whatnot. So you have to do your own research, because I don't know what your local thing is. You probably already know what I'm talking about because you've seen it. They're probably in your lobby. Talk to them. If you sign up for 6 months, 12 months, they will include banner ads, depending on what the deal is. They'll include social media shares. They'll do dedicated e-blasts for you. They'll, uh, it really depends. They hold events that you get first dibs for. You get a discount on. It it's a nice option to get a lot of impressions out there. It's definitely something worth looking into. Mailers. Look into it. It's getting you out in front of people. Signage. This is simple. Again, consistent branding. It's got to look like the ad in the paper. It's got to look like the sippy cup on your lead's friend's coffee table that they see. They need to understand that it's the same thing. Hopefully have some foot traffic or some street traffic or something. Somebody drives by that thing 5 times and then they see an ad, they realize it's the same thing. It all needs to work together. You can sponsor a local soccer team or a baseball team or something like that. That could be considered signage, or you can pay for it too. Local malls and stuff, they'll set. It's a bit expensive depending on where you're going, but they'll you can pay for signage. Events. um, Again, a lot of these local magazine things will hold events, kids expos, family fun days, stuff like that, that you can get involved in, and or just your local, arts and music festival. Uh, Anything where there's going to be kids. A lot of them have actual like kids sections. Set up a tent, a branded tent. It looks like everything else. Have a face-to-face impression. Everybody at that tent is representing your brand. They understand the messaging, and you're doing face painting, you're doing whatever. I mean, that's an impression. You can gather lead information at these things and put them in your CRM, and that's a different video. I'm going to glaze over the CRM. This is important stuff. Public relations, and again, a lot of these magazine package deals will include. They'll do like a 3-page spread on you, or on your new arts and crafts program, or your new jungle gym, or whatever it is you're doing. And I should say, by the way, I don't work for one of these magazine things. I seem to be talking about it quite a bit. I really don't. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but it's totally worth looking into. If you have something like that, it's a nice place to start. If Well, whatever. I'll just say that. If you're So public relations, we're talking about that. If your kids are planting a garden in a local park, if they're going to a senior center to do whatever, I don't know, sing songs, who knows? It doesn't matter. Call your local newspaper, call your local TV station. They eat this stuff up. Make sure your kids have T-shirts with your logo and your brand and stuff. I mean, this is powerful stuff. Referral programs, referral reward programs. Okay, I'm going to say this now. If you don't have a referral reward program for at least your current families right now, pause this video and go figure out what you're going to offer them for bringing new families in, what it's worth to you. And I'm telling you, it's worth a lot. People always talk about testimonials. If you're watching this video, you probably know who Chris Murray is. If you don't know who Chris Murray is and you're watching a childcare marketing video, when this is over, go look her up. You need to hear what she has to say. But she's always talking about the power of testimonials. She's absolutely right. This is huge, especially in this day and age. If you're looking at a new pair of sneakers on Amazon, what do? You look at the stars, you click on the stars. If you're a curmudgeon like myself, you go immediately to the bad reviews because you want to know what's wrong with the shoe. Um, so testimonials are huge. Think of a referral as the most powerful testimonial that you can have. Like a friend's referral will negate bad reviews. If somebody says, yeah, I've been looking at the place, but everybody says the center director's a jerk, all it takes is their friend to say, I don't know what that's about. Both of our kids go there. We love everybody. We just baked them cookies last week. We love it. Boom, those negative reviews are out the window. Their friend said, don't buy into it. Powerful, powerful stuff. Figure out what that's worth to you. Offer it. Follow up on it. Really important. Go do it when this is done. SEO. Okay, SEO is its own animal. I'm not going to get into everything about it. Excuse me. If you don't know what SEO is, it stands for search engine optimization. Um, and it is, anyone who's in SEO is going to crack up when they hear me say this, but basically this is what it is. SEO is things that you do to tell Google that you are important enough and you're enough of an authority to show up on the first page of search results. This is powerful, powerful stuff. Think about your lead sources. Mostly everybody's got a phone in their pocket with Google on it. This is important stuff. This includes, blogging, your website, incorporating keywords. You need to keep an eye on your Google Analytics and look at what people are typing in to find you, and then incorporate these words into your blogs, into your website. You need, backlinking. If you use AdWords, they have to be tied in with these keyword searches. If you can pull it off, keywords and testimonials, any kind of external links, social media, anything. You can try some inbound marketing. Inbound marketing stuff like blogging. Just really quick, and I know if this is getting long, I apologize. Uh, Outbound marketing is your basic kind of what everybody thinks about marketing. It's an advertisement. We're the best. Come buy our stuff. Inbound marketing is providing your target audience with useful information that doesn't really say anything about we're the best, come use us. Um, it really kind of stands on its own. It can be a blog or an infographic or something about 10 tips, 10 safety tips for Halloween for kids, where you're really just providing, parents with information and they can share it and whatever. And the idea is you're basically building a relationship and putting yourself in the back of their head so that, maybe when they have a new baby, they've already shared a bunch of these infographics or blogs or read your thing and they go, well, what's that nice place? What I'm doing right now is inbound marketing. First and foremost, we're hoping this kind of gets the marketing juices flowing and people, it helps people out and maybe, it provides a different perspective on how to do things. But don't get me wrong, we're hoping that when that happens, at some point, some of you say, well, yeah, we actually need some help with this. We should call these guys. It's inbound marketing. It's good stuff. All right, that's it for now. Stay tuned for the second part of this series. Again, be sure to sign up, get your PDF, get on the mailing list. In the meantime, as always, feel free to reach out to us. Let us know how we can help. You can fill out the form on the website or email me directly. Excuse me, tom@2cmarketing.com. Thanks everybody for watching and have a great day.